Okay, so when can we expect construction to start?
All right. After the meeting tonight, Chad Masick with Chief Industries will go home, and in the morning he will start putting the final plans together and the final blueprints and get the building ordered. After finalization of that, we're hoping to break ground around August is an estimated, with an estimated completion end of March, middle of April. It's all estimated, but if we can get going, they're
so sometime by next spring.
By the rod run next year, we should have a building sitting there.
You'll be good
Actually,
to go.
By extraordinary days, we should have a building there, hopefully for the public to use during extraordinary days, and
good.
And then, so we're really looking forward to trying to get things going as fast as we can.
Would you have time to give me a short tour of the old fire hall there?
Absolutely.
Oh, great. I'll just follow you.
Okay. We'll just start over here, and this was the newest bay we put on roughly around 20 years ago, because, well, of course, the trucks are getting bigger, and we knew we were going to buy a new pumper, which was not going to be very small. So this was added on, because the original building just went where that blocks is. Now, in 20 years, this, when we get a good stiff rainstorm, this is flooded every day. Back here, which used to be the old embalming room for the old mortuary, houses one of our grass rigs, which you can see if we have a grass fire. Of course, this isn't going to go. So this has to be pulled out, put away, jump back in, come in here, and grab this grass rig that sits over here.
A whole bunch of bottles. And then if we have a big fire or something?
Back over here we have our bottle filling station for our SCBA gear off into the corner.
How many of these grass units do you have?
We only have one grass rig. We have a mini pumper. What we really like to have is another grass rig. Most of our fires are grass fires, bale fires. We can get out there faster, get it done faster with these. Now I'm going to tell you an interesting story here. And this is a 1952 Ford pumper. And here's something the city people will enjoy. This pumper, since I've been on, has been on one fire. And that was when the school caught on fire. And before that, it was when SAC was on fire. But this truck doesn't cost us anything to sit here. But what it does do is, by having 3 pumpers in this town, everybody in town, and I'd have to check with like Bill French or something, but it puts us into a higher class. So everybody's house insurance is lower. So in all reality, and this is just off my own head, if we need more room to add a grass rig or something, eventually we're going to have to get rid of this pumper. Now the cost of what we're proposing, the payment, what we're going to tax the house people of the houses, would be less than what they'd lose insurance.
Yep.
So yeah, it's
so you'd end up paying more insurance.
They'll pay more insurance than what it's going to cost. Now,
in taxes to build the building.
Of course, the farmers are going to get the brunt of it.
Of course, the farmers have more grass fires.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time. We've had that grass fires in town. And then, of course, you see over here is our second ambulance, which the mini pumper's in front, and then our main ambulance. So if we have a car wreck with more than 2 cars, we want to roll 2. There again, we're jockeying trucks around, and every time we lose a little time, it's that much, that.
So the new building would basically give an individual bay
ambulance.
to each and every, or close to each and every vehicle that you would need
close
immediately.
They'll be, like this will be behind, of course, no big deal. And maybe one of the tankers will be behind, and that's fine. But the important things, the ambulance, the grass rig, the pumper, is right there, so we're out.
All the we need it now vehicles are right there ready to go.
Every minute counts. And, we don't
I can vouch for that
We don't
personally.
We feel terrible if we don't get. I mean, sometimes we go a little fast, but we're trying our best to do what we need to do. Up 6:30. Okay, if we come around here.
Region 26, Ford Fire and Rescue Page Receiver.
Now here's another interesting
Ford
one.
Fire and Rescue Page Receiver, 1833.
This is our mini pumper. This is our equipment truck, which hauls most of our equipment, and the ambulance, our jaws of life. These three vehicles were not purchased with any tax money. These were all purchased from a donation from one individual. The ambulance there was purchased with donated money. I can't speak for the older trucks because I wasn't here. The pumper was a three-way split between the Ord Volunteer Fire Department through donations paid for a third of it, the rural board paid for a third of it, and the city board paid for a third of it. Another thing in the new building which will be nice, see our bunker gear. There's some there, there's some hanging over there, some hanging around the corner, and some hanging over here. All the bunker gear will be housed in lockers in between the fire trucks. So you can grab your gear and jump right on a truck. Less time. Time saves lives. And then what I was telling them before, and I was telling Andrew, but you didn't. This is going to be owned not by the Valley County and not by the city of Ord. This will be owned by the Ord Rural Fire Protection District, which is outlined by the markings there. That is our fire protection district. It's 314, I believe, 314 square miles that we cover. It doesn't include North Loop, and it doesn't include Arcadia, but it does include Elyria. So when we have them famous car wrecks at the intersection of Elyria, and we got to take two vehicles out, it just gets frustrating. Okay, take you upstairs, if I can make it, to our meeting room.